Good morning. Welcome to day 20 of Fearless Living Boot Camp. I'm having kind of another synchronistic morning. It's 6:40 already. It's so interesting because the affirmation from yesterday I didn't talk about. So I want to talk about affirmation number 9 and 10 in this video because there's something going on. Affirmation number 9 reads like this: Co-creating my desires. I realize and accept that I am co-creating my experience with the universe. I know and understand that my feelings are my primary tools in attracting my desires and manifesting my dreams. I choose to manage my feelings by giving them full expression and committing to parenting myself with love and compassion. I plant seeds of creativity and I nurture my dreams and ambitions. That's really good. Love that affirmation. The thing that's interesting to me is because if you'll recall yesterday I said that I would be teaching you all my cycle of manifestation. And I'm going to be talking about that in our session tomorrow, our live Fearless Living Wisdom Talks tomorrow. And the interesting thing is that the first step in my cycle of manifestation is to make a choice. The first step is to decide that you want to do something. And in co-creating my desires, this affirmation, it's saying that, okay, here I am. I realize and accept that I'm co-creating. And I understand that my feelings are the primary tools. Well, how is it that you can manage your feelings when you haven't chosen, when you haven't said yes to the universe? How is it that you can know, how can your feelings lead you to what you desire if you've not said yes to the universe? So a few weeks back, I was working with my coach, and she was saying that I should move forward in attracting clients, and even though I wasn't ready, like she was suggesting that I have to start bringing in clients. I have to start bringing in clients. And the thing is, I wasn't ready to say yes to that because for me, I wanted to have certain things in place for my clients. I don't like to come to a client session half-ass. I don't want to do a discovery session without knowing what comes after the discovery session. I don't want to have, session 8 with client and then not know be ready for what's going to happen at session 9. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm so controlling that I have to have everything done before I move forward. I'm not like that at all. But in this new phase of my business, because I'm not a new coach, I know what it is I want. I've been coaching for years. So I'm reestablishing my business in a new way, in a way that feels like it's popping and like it's thriving for me. So I didn't say yes when my coach wanted me to say yes. However, once I got things up to the place where I wanted them, going back. So I didn't say yes when my coach wanted me to say yes, but after I'd gotten everything done, like I'd gotten all my basics done, because I wanted my basic foundations done. Once I got the foundations established, then I was ready to say yes. But then I didn't realize that I hadn't said yes. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just kind of like, okay, I've got my foundations done. Where are my clients? Where are my clients? Why isn't anybody calling me? And then I'm like, wait, this is what my coach is saying. I have to say yes. And so I had my ceremony and I said yes to the universe. I said, yes, now I'm ready. I was now ready to make the choice that I want my books full of clients and opportunities to serve. And once I made the decision, then my phone started ringing. Then the emails started coming in. Then the marketing plan started coming forward. Then everything I needed to know to get my books full and to get my teaching schedule full, all those opportunities came. It was really cool. Well, this morning when I'm sitting down and I'm like, okay, so what do I want to share with people about this process of co-creating my desires? I pulled a tarot card because I love tarot. I just love it. I am really aligned with oracle cards, and it's a place where I can see instant manifestation of my feelings, like an instant reflection of the universe as I'm co-creating with it. It's awesome. So today when I pulled a card, the card reads like this. It says, this card indicates that you've worked hard to set things in motion in certain areas of your life, and now you're waiting for the results to come to fruition. You're waiting for the results to come to fruition. The number 2 is all about choice and decision. Choice and decision. In the past, you have been afraid of making decisions or choices, but now you're no longer held prisoner by this fear or the constraints of old beliefs. Expect the best and be open to the limitless power of your intuition, which is presently very strong. Trust and use it to assist you. Really interesting, because as I was thinking about about this affirmation, co-creating my desires, I was thinking, yeah, you have to really cultivate your feelings, right? Because it's saying, I know and understand that my feelings are my primary tools in attracting my desires and manifesting my dreams. If we are not getting up every day, cultivating our garden of feelings, meaning going out like a trusty gardener, like a dedicated gardener, and, tilling our soil and nurturing our vines, we are not doing our work on manifesting. We have got to know how we feel. That will tell us if we are aligned with the thing that we want or not. So, yesterday I talked about planning looking at my vision board and making plans to achieve the different things that I have on my vision board. Well, along the way, I've got to also be thinking about how I feel about the things that I am desiring. For example, if I have at the very top of my vision board, and this is going to take me into affirmation number 10, at the very top of my vision board, and if you'll remember as I was going through all the things in my list, everything on my vision board kind of really points back to being grounded and present in the moment and very wedded to my connection to my own higher self and my own feelings of connection to the universe. So everything comes back to me being aligned with my higher self, trusting the universe, and loving myself is basically what it comes down to. And if I have adverse feelings to that, which I do, then I'm going to have trouble manifesting that in the material world. So, in my ideal visionary self, I would love to see myself as someone who is calm and easygoing and very, very, very trusting of the universe and trusting of my feelings and working with my inner child. And when problems come up, I go, I use my shadow work, I take care of my inside world in order to make changes in the outside world. So I don't do a lot of blaming of people. I take responsibility for my feelings. I let other people have responsibility for their feelings. I sit down, I meditate, I'm peaceful on the inside, and I'm loving, all these kind of things. This is what I ultimately desire for my life, to be a trusting soul. Well, as I'm saying that, I realize, actually I am. Actually, I'm living the dream. Okay. Yeah, okay. So look, even though I am, actually, I realize that is actually real. That is something that I've made very real. That's really powerful. That's a powerful awakening. So the thing is, the reason why I was not realizing that is the life that I live is because there are still, even in spite of me actually doing it, there are still a lot of fears and apprehensions and anxieties that are coming up for me when I think about being still or dealing with my feelings. So you know how they say that, like this idea of the iceberg, right? There's the tip of the iceberg, and the tip of the iceberg is huge, it's like a spike, right? Well, that spike is only a small portion of what's going on beneath. It's a small representation of what's going on beneath. So our unconscious feelings are the same way. So when we're going through our life, we come upon an issue or a problem that we see or that we're experiencing, and our job is to go below the surface, to go into the unconscious processes where it's huge. So on the surface, it seems like a small thing, but underneath it's a huge thing. So for me, I want to sit down and I want to meditate every day, and I want to do my do my shadow work, do my inner child work. And when I'm going through my day, I will actually do that. But I have to say that sometimes getting me to do that is like pulling teeth. It's as if I'm a dog that's afraid to go to the veterinarian, or a cat that's afraid to go to the vet. And the cat is like hiding under the bed, and she's, not wanting to go in that carrier. You cannot pay that cat to get in that carrier, because she knows she's going to the vet. Well, sometimes for me it's the same way. And understanding what's going on with that fear, why there's so much apprehension in me, is going to be key to setting myself free and being able to get to the deeper levels of my emotion and my understanding and bringing forth the harder things in my desire list or in my vision board. So if I take, for example, a relationship with a man, I've not been in a relationship with like and meaning a committed relationship for a long time. And I'm very well aware of the underlying processes that were at first prohibiting me from manifesting that relationship. And then I made a conscious decision to not bring that relationship in because of needing to heal my own dynamics. But before, when I wasn't bringing in that relationship, I was devastated. I couldn't figure out why. And man, it took a lot of understanding what was going on inside of me. I had to look at what was going on with my soul. I had to look at what was going on with my current beliefs. I mean, why I had the family I had and why the relationships in my family went the way that they did. Some were super successful, some were super not. I had to do work with my ancestors to understand what it meant for me to show up here as a woman in this day and time, what my ancestors gave me to come forth with to use to help heal my lineage. This is really, really powerful stuff. And going on this journey of cultivating my feelings, that was the only way I could figure all this stuff out, was to use my feelings as a roadmap and to go deep into my unconscious processes to shed light on my own shadow and to shed light on my soul's mystery and to shed light on the burdens of my ancestors. This is a huge process, man. And if you want to be the spiritual being that goes there, you gotta do your work, right? So co-creating my desires, you can take that lightly or you can take it deeply. Me, I like to go deep, and that's where I'm going to be taking us on these journeys whenever we come together, whether it's through me as your coach in a private session, or whether it's me as your coach in a group session, or whether I'm teaching a class. You can bet that we are going to get to the dark, ugly, deep stuff. And let me tell you, you have to be ready to work with me, because that's who I am, That's who I am as a coach. Boy, I'm all over the place today. I realize, though, that there's a lot of awakening coming up to me, because one of my desires is to be a powerful coach, to be able to bring transformation to people. But I can't bring transformation to people if I'm not walking the talk. And I'm really, really happy to realize that I am walking the talk. That's a part of what I just discovered as I'm sitting here in this video. I'm like, damn, I do walk the talk. Oh, yes. Let me move on to affirmation number 10, which is about stillness. Before I reach for comfort outside of myself, I consciously choose to still my mind, calm my anxiety, and take 3 deep breaths before I move on. I am aware, know, and understand that anxiety, worry, and compulsive behaviors are symptoms of dis-ease, and I treat dis-ease at the root. I am fully connected to my higher power at all times, and my knowledge, awareness, and understanding of this calms my mind, relaxes my body, and soothes my spirit. I let go and let God, fearless in the face of vulnerability. I am that I am. And this whole idea of stillness is one of the most frightening things for me. My ego still reacts like with freak out when I have to go still. When I go into meditation, I have to fight my ego to not jump around, to not, to not make other choices. It is a process for me. And I am watching myself as I'm not compulsively eating and feeling very happy about that. But I'm also watching where there are some other compulsive behaviors that are cropping up. And every day, every single day, I have to make the choice to pray my own health, pray my own wellness. And the way you pray that is you stop the compulsive disorder. You pray it, and then you take action. So whatever your beliefs are, whatever your needs are for the moment, whatever it is you need in the moment, you got to come to use your feelings to feel what you're feeling. Do your work in the moment. Before you reach for the food to stuff down your feelings, before you reach for the iPad so that you don't have to, so that you can watch a video, so that you don't have to feel your feelings, before you go and do compulsive exercise or have a drink, of whatever it is that we do. Mine are food and compulsive TV watching. Before you do that, take a break, take a moment, and just breathe. I'm not going to eat that, whatever your thing is. I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to reach for the chips. I know people love chips. I'm not going to reach for the chips. I'm going to breathe, and I'm going to remember who I am, and I'm going to take 3 deep breaths. And I'm going to remember that I'm a divine being and that the solution to my problem lies within me, not outside of me. I am aware, know, and understand that anxiety, worry, and compulsive behaviors are symptoms of dis-ease. I like writing disease as dis-ease because all disease, and compulsive eating is a disease, all dis-ease is simply you out of alignment with feeling at ease. You being out of alignment with your loving connection to the great source energy that is our foundation, which is the truth of who you are. You are connected to everything. And you know what? You're connected to everything through your breath. This idea of treating dis-ease at the root means that you do your shadow work, right? That you go in and you check in with yourself and you cultivate your garden of feelings. I've probably gone on for a long time, more than I've wanted to. Whatever. I hope you guys like the videos. They're long, but man, there's a lot of stuff that comes through me in these videos, I get so many downloads, sometimes I can't even articulate what I'm seeing. It's really amazing. Like the feelings that I get, like the knowing, these waves of information that come in, I kind of get a little bit paralyzed with all the stuff that I see, and I'm like, okay, how do I say that? I have to work on releasing my throat chakra, right? Releasing the need to control how I express and just simply letting it flow through and seeing how it comes out. Okay, I'm going to sign off for now. I think you've gotten the point of what I'm saying today, and I hope you are doing well. Check in with me. Let me know how you're doing. It's really important that I hear from you. I need your feedback. I love your feedback. I love being in communication with you. It's my dream come true. Thank you. And sending you a heart full of love. Wishing for you today the presence of mind to be with your feelings and observing them without fear. All right, friends, bye for now.